rain has lessened up some here, so I'm trying to get a little video here of the area that we're going through. It's all farmland with a big rocky outcrop behind it. I am sitting on the right side of the bus today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats from the front, I believe. Very low hanging clouds. Headed for a boat ride on the Glacier Lake.
As you can imagine, during the winter months, especially in the old days, when it was cold and snowing or like this, raining, all these stories, these Icelandic sagas, the stories of the elves and the trolls, people just didn't have anything else to do. The thing is, while in Europe people were building palaces, in Iceland people still lived in those houses made of turf and a bit of wood and rocks. But everyone inside the house was able to read and write. That was something that everyone, people tried to teach everyone how to read and write. And usually people didn't afford books. Maybe there was the Bible that the farmer had, and he would read to the family and the people working at the farm every night. And that thing is called house reading, when the farmer would read out loud from the Bible. If by any chance there was some other kind of book available, you can imagine how popular that would have been to the family and the workers to hear something else than only reading from the Bible. But we often say that hardness, we have a saying, hardness makes or teaches a naked person to make cloth. So if you are naked and you're in hardness, you will make cloth. The same goes for Icelanders at that time. We are talking about 900 to 1000 in that era. And people wrote books telling stories of the Vikings, the first settlers, and things like that. And around the year 1200, 1250, the kings and queens of Europe actually got famous scholars in Iceland to write their stories, that is the stories of the kings and queens. Imagine that, getting an Icelander of all places to write books. But this is known, and one of our most famous scholars, Snorri Sturluson, he was a politician at the time, and he was a scholar, and he was very well read, as we say. He was a clever man, and his books are still read in school and still available for people to read. and in many different languages because they've been translated.
I've been here.
you know you're not going swimming here. As you can see, there are not as many people on the... Oh, it's closed. Ah, that's the reason. Okay, then we'll either take it on the way back, or tomorrow we'll be going...
The rain died down a little bit here, so I'm gonna just get a little video through an almost clear window, not quite clear, that we're driving toward one of Iceland's national parks now. We have gone past the big glacier that we could never see because of the weather. What we do in the park will depend on the weather. We may just make a short visit to the visitor center if the weather remains as bad as it has been. It is supposed to clear up later today. Tomorrow is supposed to be a clear day, but Inger says she'll believe it when she sees it. Thin layer of grass growing on top of the black sand, apparently. You can see the ocean out there in the distance. Not very well. It's there. We have a little stretch here where we are driving right on the coast. It is raining, so there is distortion from the window, but this is the ocean with some very small islands scattered just offshore. We'll be turning inland here in a little bit, and we'll then once again go to the coast, where we will again spend the night in Hoffman. lots of sheep.